Soul Circle.
My name is Stephen Michael James. I've done a lot of different modalities so far in my life, and I love integrating them all into medicine that helps serve people get to their highest good.
I'm Candice. I've always felt the pull towards the metaphysicals and the energies of the people around me. Through my journey of self-growth and self-love, I came to understand that I'm actually an empath and a healer by nature.
I'm a certified Reiki master, a spiritual Lifepath Coach. I'm also a master crystal healer too.
Integrating my experiences as a support worker, a mother, a woman of color, and with my degree in behavioral sciences.
I was a hereditary practitioner. My grandmother was a wise woman.
I'm able to dig deeper into my spirituality with a variety of modalities that align with both Western ideals of healing and holistic principles.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I'm super excited and I'm ready.
I am ready, and we can't wait to meet you. Namaste, Soul Circle. I'm Stephen.
Namaste, Soul Circle. I'm Candice, and we are from Arcana, Mind, Body, Spirit, located today in Toronto, Canada.
And I guess you never really know where we could be. We are turning into a wild international bunch. And let me tell you, Candice, I cannot be more grateful than I am for our journey that we are taking together.
Absolutely. I feel exactly the same. So far, so good. And I can't wait to see where we end up next.
Right? So good. Well, if this is your first time joining us, welcome to our new moon intention setting. We are from Arcana, Mind, Body, Spirit, and our mission is to provide an inclusive community where we all focus on self-development using holistic and metaphysical principles. So please make sure that if this is the first time you've joined us, hit that little like and subscribe and comment and all that good business. We have all different types of social media where we can be reached at. Our most prominent thing is, of course, our YouTube channel. So
Yes.
we have, of course, if you're looking for personal services, we have that available on our website at arcanamindbodyspirit.com. And you can find us, same name, Arcana, Mind, Body, Spirit on YouTube. And of course, Facebook. Most of you are probably joining in on Facebook right now. And then Instagram, same name, Arcana, Mind, Body, Spirit. So Candice, while everyone is joining us here, tell me, how's your day been? How has your new moon day been?
My new moon day has been pretty good, actually. I have felt the need to start to do some self-help books again and kind of incorporate that into my daily life. So I've just recently finished all of my Reiki, and I am now a Reiki master. So including that into my day-to-day. And then I was like, I want to put something else in. I was really loving Mastin Kip and other things. And this time I wanted to do something that was very mainstream. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of it. I was reading the book, How to Unfuck Yourself. So I believe on like chapter 9. So I'm pretty deep into it. It's actually quite good. I love a straightforward, straight shooter type of vibe when it comes to healing and self-work. So it definitely speaks my language, and I really, really love it. So
I do love that book. I actually love that book.
Yeah, it's really good.
Well,
really
hello, Dimitro. Nice to see you, my friend.
Hello.
Happy New Moon, my friend. And I will be seeing you very shortly on the dance floor.
Yeah. I also, being inspired by that book, I did a bunch of things that I've been putting off for so long and kept saying I was going to do it. In fact, some of them have been part of my overall new moon intentions that I just didn't actually accomplish. So today I had that in my headphones. I did all these missions around the city today, And I was just like, got a bunch of things done. And it was really funny because one of the things I kept putting off and putting off, and I knew I was going to end up having to spend a bunch of money because I kept putting it off. And finally, I was just like, you know what? I'm not even going to call. I'm just going to walk in there. I'm going to handle this situation.
Yes.
And it was free. It cost me nothing. And I was like looking at this person. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're making a mistake. I'm like, you don't need anything from me. And he's like, no, we're done. You're good. I'm like, okay, bye. And I walked out. I was like, see ya.
I love how things conspire in your favor, right?
Yes, exactly. And that was just it. It was just like, you just needed to do it. I had built this thing up in my head. And in reality, I just needed to get it done. I just needed to go and do it. And I did. And it worked out.
I'm very happy for you.
Thank you. And how about you? How was your day?
My week has been super successful. It's just been very busy, a lot of people, just working with a lot of different clients and just having a lot of success that way this week. It's been very nice. And just like a lot of hours for both me and my team. And with all of this Libra energy, it's really awesome when like Libra is kind of about collaboration and having these other people in your life and seeking relationships. And I feel like the people in my immediate vicinity are all really kind of like top of their craft people right now. It feels really good. So I'm really happy to be a part of that. And that sort of energy I'm seeing translate across my professional career, in all different professions, let's say, and then also my friends and in my relationships. And so I'm loving this Libra energy. It's also my rising, so this is how I present in the world. So I'm feeling this vibe right now, which is great.
That's really nice. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about Libra energy and Libra traits and things and how that kind of works with the new moon. And but before I say that, I want to say that it's going to come together once I do that talk. But this weekend, I know you and your husband and me and my little growing clan are going to be having a family dinner with my mom, which is really, really cool. And I'm going to explain why, right? So let me talk about some of this Libra energy. Okay. And then I'm going to come back to that story and why it just kind of clicked right now, why this is like such a perfect thing and it's coming together. So obviously here we are again in new moon. And like, I just want to remind everyone, like new moon takes place when the moon is not illuminated by the sun from our perspective here on Earth. So the new moon is where we get to reset our intentions, create goals to help us get to where we want to be. So it's like, if you didn't get there last cycle, like I said, I finished my goal today that I've had on my list for like however many months. So don't worry. If you didn't get it last cycle, this is a chance to take a step towards or in the direction of accomplishing any of those goals or that one goal or whatever it may be that you're working towards. We can't see the moon like we can when it's full, when we're like howling at it and releasing energy and we're kind of like standing and basking in its light. Instead, it's like a blank slate out there, right? So it makes perfect sense that like this is the time to create those steps that you want to take to like, okay, I didn't do that. Maybe I'm going to do this, or what do I need to get there? I finished all those things and I did do that work and here I am and I'm going to take another step towards my intention, right? So yeah, you can be continuing on with your goals. I personally have one major goal that I'm working on right now. So each new moon cycle, I focus on a very similar task, but do so with the specific energy of the zodiac. Okay. So this new moon, we're currently in Libra season, and Libra is ruled by Venus. That's the planet of love and beauty. And Libra energy also carries a lot of diplomacy. Hence the scales. That's its visual representation. So therefore, now it's the time to take notice of creating or shining a light on balance within your relationships, all relationships, romantic love, friendship, or even your professional relationships. Okay. So be sure to consider the zodiac themes of this new moon by embodying diplomacy, creativity, charm, a sense of all things beautiful. But this zodiac sign is also very social and it has the power to charm anyone. If you know a Libra, they can usually like just get in there with whoever, whatever. They'll have an audience and people will be, they'll like them. They love to love, right? So it works. Um, and they also, in their personal relationships, be very romantic. So perhaps this new moon, if you're turning the page on a relationship of any kind, or it can be any kind, romance to work, whatever it is, perhaps you can take something from darkness to light. So this is an opportunity to mend, find peace, right? We're trying to look for balance, right? Or like throw some sparkle on and make it pretty. Very Libra-ish, right? Make it beautiful, make it peaceful, make it like something that you have desire in and feel good in and you want to look at,
Yeah.
you want to marvel at it, whatever it is. Yes, you're going to talk about this, Steve. We are in Mercury in retrograde, so watch for the communication rifts. But that aside, stay inspired to do your work with this new moon in Libra inspired energy. Consider what needs changing to better align with your success and your values. Okay, so again, this is like a great place to turn a page, and we're in new moon. Libra energy, what needs to change? What can we change to better align with everything? So bringing it back, where I'm having this dinner. This is the first time you're going to be spending that much time with my mom,
Yeah.
right? This is a first time that my mom is going to be spending that kind of time and dinner with you and your husband. This is the first time that my mom and you and your husband and my partner and our kids are all going to be together. So it's like this new place and we're finding balance. This is the first time I'm going to be having like a family dinner without my father, with other people that I love. So it's going to be that for my mom. This is the first time she's, hosting a big family dinner where the only people that are her blood are me and my daughter. And she's not used to maybe as much as she like now anyways in her older age, having chosen family be where
Right.
she's having these kinds of events. So it's very like finding balance, finding peace, finding this new kind of way to align with like these relationships. And we're literally doing that this weekend. So I thought that was really interesting. And it didn't really click. And I was like, oh my God.
That's true. It's super
Really
apropos.
good.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I'm super glad we get to do it. I'm actually really looking forward to it, and so is my awesome husband. I I you I very much have always believed in chosen family, and it's a really beautiful thing to me to see that people of the older generation, where chosen family may not necessarily have been something that was as important to them, even if it's just by that name. You know what I mean? So it's really cool. I'm actually super honored to get to come and spend that with your family, especially after everything that your family has been through in the last month, even 2 months.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's going to be great.
yeah,
I'm excited.
super honored about it. So why don't we talk a little bit about astrology, okay? So if this is your first new moon, new moons are time when, again, Candice was saying earlier, it's when the moon is not present in the sky. And if you imagine between now and the hunter's moon, it's going to get all the way full. We are celebrating the beginning of something that is going to be something we're celebrating later. So that is why we set these intentions. I'm going to encourage you right now that if you don't have one, go grab yourself a notebook, a piece of paper, something like that, because we're going to be writing in our notebooks with it. And there's a whole bunch of different herbs and things that you can use that align with the energy of Libra. So just in case you need time to run to your cupboard, There's all kinds of things. Yarrow, calendula, lavender, and chamomile. These are all very good things for Libra, very like in flow state, things like that. If you have rosemary, pine, or mugwort, even basil, these things are all really good. And one of my personal favorites, which I'll be telling a story about afterwards, is vanilla. Candice, don't ruin the story yet, because it's good. So if you have any of that, run to your cupboard and just get like a little dish like this and put some of that in it. We'll be using it in our notebooks a little bit later. All right, so let's talk about astrology right now. To be honest, there is a lot of retrogrades. Everyone's talking about all the big retrograde energies that are taking place right now. But I think it's also important to look at the positive things that are taking place in the stars, because right now, with the amount of retrograde and backwards energy and like bad stuff that's up there, things for the most part are really stable. Things are like calmed down versus like that eclipse season that almost took Candice. I'm sure we can like insert a clip. Still my favorite. That's my favorite, Candice.
Oh God, that was a rough ride.
I laugh. I wake up in the middle of the night and laugh about it, really. But right now there's a lot of really great stuff going on. Right now, Jupiter is such a prominent figure. And we were talking about earlier, Candice did a great job. You were talking about the how it's all about relationships right now. This is one of the best new moons to look at not just romantic relationships. That's not what I mean, but your relationship with everyone in your life. Like your family, your friends, your co-workers, your bosses, your social media, everything, all forms of that right now. And because we're at this, like this is the building of the Hunter's Moon, you know, we're getting close to the end of the year. So you should be thinking between now and the end of the year, when we get to that season of rest, like what relationships do I need to shore up before holiday time? What professionalisms do I need to give over to my boss or my coworkers? What things are there people in our lives that maybe right now we feel like maybe like take an inner balance and see like, wait, am I taking advantage of that relationship, or is that relationship taking advantage of me? Like you should really do some of that relational work right now. And right now, because we have Jupiter is all about luck. Things are fortuitous. Things are in our favor. So I think if we can be honest with ourselves about what we're hoping to achieve, about what our outcomes for some of these relationships would be, then we're going to actually be pretty lucky. It's all going to work out on our side. But that being said, this is also Libra energy, and Libras are known to be indecisive. So you might either find yourself really caught in between and not knowing which way to go. That is a big energy up in the air right now. But also, it could be you know which way to go, but you might be afraid to make a decision. You might be trying to talk yourself out of it. These are very big Libra energies. So if you're feeling that right now, take a deep breath, exhale. This is astrologically what is going on. But remember, you have Jupiter at your back. Good timing, okay? Everything will work out for you, but you have to make a decision during Libra time.
I see them all panicking.
Yeah, every Libra out there right now is having a heart attack as I say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what if?
So we also have Mars. Mars is also playing into this right now. And Mars can also turn up the fire a little bit, okay? Now, Libra is also a really loving sign. It's a really sexy sign. Like, Libras are really flirtatious. And when you add, like, fire to the flirt, there's going to be a lot of this little energy coming up in the next little while. So let's allow yourself to be a bit more playful, be a bit more charismatic. What would you do if you were going to call on sexual energy?
Be like your sister sign, Aries.
Yeah.
Hi.
There's that little Aries energy. What would Aries do?
Do like an Aries. I was gonna say something so inappropriate as a knee-jerk reaction.
Because you're an Aries.
That's right.
All right. So again, talking about love, like we know that Libra is attached to like Aphrodite, Venus, Lakshmi, all of the goddesses of love. This is Libra is that astrological profile. So keep that in mind. Do everything, make every choice with the heart. Think about relationships and all of your choices that you're doing. And yes, Mercury is in retrograde, which can mean all kinds of things. There has been, earlier this year, there was a rougher Mercury in retrograde.
Was there?
Yeah.
I must have missed it. I don't remember that.
Guys, if you were watching our videos, you know. You know. Oh, it almost took my friend. This one is so bad. This one, I would actually just encourage you guys to turn inwards and look at your relationship with your communication. Because if there are some relationships that you have to work on, it's a two-way street. What can you do to fix this relationship? Okay? So that would be astrologically the things that I would look at this month. And don't be so afraid. I feel like retrogrades have a terrible name. It's mostly when it's eclipse season in retrograde. that's where Candice has had a good time.
I'm not even going to say anything about retrograde because I am not calling anything into this circle.
It was so good, guys. Oh, that eclipse corridor. God, it was good. Okay, shall we move on?
We shall.
All right, let's talk about last month. All right, so we had new moon in Virgo.
Yes.
Yeah, so I loved new moon in Virgo because I was living out literally new moon intentions everywhere I turned. So I had such a great time. My new moon intention of it all was to really stay present and be in the moment and not rush things and just be. And I was going to try not to make rush decisions because I wanted to enjoy everything while it was all taking place. And I think I did a really great job. I had such a fantastic month. And I think as we got closer to the end of this month, like as we got close to right now, like this balance and decision making time, I really felt the heat turn up on like, okay, so now it's time. You have to weigh stuff out. Like start put on your thinking cap. And I feel that energy now. What about you, Candice?
Yeah, mine was just basically about adulting, getting some work done. There's some things that I needed to get done that just small, housekeeping stuff that isn't fun. I don't want to do it. No one wants to do it, but I need to do it. And if I don't do it, then it's not going to serve me later on. So I gotta just think about how much I want to I want to be in the future. And I'd be like, damn, I'm going to thank my past self. You know, when you put a 20 in your winter coat and actually forget about it. And then when you put your winter coat on for the first time, you're like, what's that? And you pull out a 20 and you're like, thanks.
Right.
Thank you. I want that vibe. So mine is just getting some of this work done. My gratitude, I spoke about my father and my relationship and the realizations from there. I mean, my major goal, maybe I can't see what everything is so clearly, but I know that everything is happening and transpiring for the greater good. I've seen my manifestations. I've done the work, the really hard work, and I've seen it manifest. So I know that if I put it out there, I know that it works. So I'm continuing to do that, and I'm trusting the process, and I'm just grateful for everything, finding gratitude and everything that's happened, and cherishing my relationships and cherishing all of those things. So that was my work for last time. I think that I did that. I think I did a lot of the things that I wanted to do. And I did the last thing today. So there's always time. If you love a little last minute run round,
Yeah.
welcome to my world. And I got it done though. I got it done. So, yeah, I'm ready for the next piece. I'm ready to get it done for this cycle too.
Yeah. So I guess it's time we move into our gratitude list.
Let's start the work.
All right.
She ready?
Again. So last time I was using a lot of fresh because I was right on the grass, right? I was in Mexico on the grass, and I have here a whole bunch of grass from out where our amazing lizard Ray Ray lived. And I have rosemary like straight up from there. And my book just smells delicious. I'm obsessed with it right now.
I have an actual pile of wax in mine. Loose. That's what I wanted to see. An actual, I picked this up and it's just wax everywhere. A loose pile of wax mixed with some herbs and things. Like there's this friend here, but actually like just loose wax.
So, again, if this is your first time, you can see that our books end up getting quite messy. But let me tell you, these books are quite special. They hold all kinds of goodness inside them. So, what we're going to do is we're going to write our gratitude list here. Mm-hmm. And you can write it however you would like. I will recommend using the energy of the moon, which is Libra. If you're somebody who likes making like pros and cons lists, if you're someone who likes to do like the good and the bad, or the things I like and the things I need, like do whatever you would like. The scales are here. But I will still always recommend a part of our practice we always say is you have to start with gratitude. You have to start with gratitude. So get out your pen. We'll turn up the music for just a moment, and we're going to write out all the things that we are grateful for this cycle. All right?
Let's do it.
How are things on your side?
Pardon me?
How are things on your side?
Good. I feel good about what I wrote, what I put down. Are you good with yours?
I am.
Fantastic.
I guess I'm going to start. I often don't read immediately what I wrote. I often sort of give overall themes, but I'm feeling called to just be very diplomatic and read exactly what I wrote this time. So, before I start, just in case people have not heard this word, I want everyone to go and look up the word pranoic. Pranoic. Okay? Paranoia. Everyone knows what paranoia is. The belief that everything is going to hurt you. Everything is out to get you. Paranoia is the exact opposite. It's believing that everything is conspiring in your favor. And I am very grateful. Everything that I wrote here is very pranoic. So I'm so grateful for the people in my life who I consider my guardians. The people who watch over me, the people who care for me, the people who support me, who aren't afraid to say that they will support me even when I won't ask for help. I'm grateful for the chances that I'm given and for my willingness to jump anytime, always, off a cliff because I am always all in. And I know that the universe and those who support me will catch me. I am creative, brave, resilient, and supported, and for that I am grateful.
Beautiful. Oh,
And,
lovely.
and just so you know, you're one of those people.
I better be.
Thanks for catching me when I literally have jumped off cliffs. Literally jumped.
You mean by catch you mean hold your hand and jump off with you?
Yeah. I'm actually picturing that time I was dangling by a broken tree branch off a cliff in Italy.
And remember that I kicked it with my foot first and said, I think it's good.
It was broken.
You should quit. Yeah. Go get him.
Again, supported. And on that note, what are you grateful for, bitch?
Yeah, you got that branch didn't break. And leave my ass on the side of a cliff with no signal and have to go friggin' either finish the 6-hour hike or head back the 4 hours out the bush and off the side of a cliff to get help.
4 hours out the bush.
I'm grateful that the branch did not break and that I was right when I pushed my foot and kicked at it and said, I think you're good, man.
Pod at it. Pod. Okay, what about you? What's your gratitude list?
Besides my gratitude for that branch not breaking, I didn't write something out. Instead, I did some little bubbles and I put the people in my life who are most important to me right now. And I put my parents, I put my daughter, I put you, and I put my partner. And then I put down a bunch of words that each of those relationships provide for me, like laughter and love and change and growth and support and different things. And then collectively, all the words that were linked to each of those relationships were love, safety, family, laughter, growth, and support. And all of those things I am receiving in the past, the present, and the future. So that is what I am grateful for. I am grateful for the things that are most important to me and that I value the most. I receive from all of these relationships in one way or another in all their individual ways because they're all individual relationships that I have. And but I get these core values that are really important to me from them. And I've been lucky enough to have all of those things in my past, present, and future. And even if for some the past might just be a little shorter than the others, it still came in when I needed it the most and when it was just right. And it won't be forgotten. So still very valuable. And I'm just grateful for all of them, mind, body, spirit, through and through in every way. So that's what I'm grateful for.
I love it. I can see some of your reference points there, and I really am witnessing the beauty in what you're saying.
Thanks. Yeah. So now that we have spoken of what we are grateful for, before we move on to the rest of our work and actually our intentions, I am going to collect this wax. I have so much wax falling out of this book, and I'm going to use it for some of our candles that we make, which are one of the other things that we offer on our website. We make candles, and I collect and use all of the wax from our rituals and all of our Sabbaths. So all of that wax, all of the carving and the anointing and all the things that we do in preparation for our ceremonial candles, all of the wax is saved and it's reused. We reuse it for ourselves, and I've also gifted them and provided some for people who are interested as well that have purchased them off the website. So if that's you and that's something that you're interested in, Stephen and I spent some time. Again, this wax is all recycled and reused from previous ceremonies. We have ashes and different things as well from our ceremonial sessions that we've done. And then we also include specific crystals depending on what kind of intention you want with the candle. And I've harvested a lot of things from my garden this year, which will also be incorporated into the candles that we make this year. So if that's something that you're interested in, please check it out on our website. Stephen put that up before, www.arcanamindbodyspirit.com, and let us know, or reach out to us on social media and let us know if that's something you're interested in. We can tell you some more details and kind of get the specifics down for what kind of candle you might need for your own work at home. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there because I was like just playing with all this wax and I'm like, it smells so good. It's perfect. So I just had to say that before I forgot. But moving on, shall we write our intentions?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
Candice, are you done?
I am. Are you?
I was like falling into a beautiful pit there of happy, gorgeous memories. I don't know what just happened to me. I feel like I've only had about 3 sips of wine, and I just felt like I got super drunk. I'm just like, I don't know, I just started blissing out in some like really emotional, beautiful state of memories that took place over the course of the last month. And anyways, I'll get to it as I talk about our intentions. Why don't you start with your intentions?
Okay. So, just rolling with my little thought bubbles and spreading out the thoughts there and then kind of narrowing it down. I wrote on my page mind, body, and spirit. And then I wrote intentions for my mind. And they all kind of connect to each other. So, but this is just what was coming out. So my mind, things like just daily goals, some of the things that are already happening, but just putting them on the paper, so that these things become just part of my everyday, all of the things, meditation, continuing with my Reiki every day, reading every day, um, um, just different kinds of things like that, just exercising my mind. And then with body, it's just staying healthy, continuing with body work, eating healthy, drinking water. Again, things that I might already be doing, but just putting them on paper, and seeing what comes up. Spirit, finishing the tasks, doing kind things for myself, for others, following and flow with my purpose, being patient, being kind, different things like that. Again, it's all there. Then I wrote my ultimate goal that has to do with career and some different things that are there. And they all kind of connect to that. And it's just, again, I think that with this, my goal will be to finish what I start, to turn the page, to find all that balance by finally like kind of wrapping up some loose ends. And I think with thinking about like Libra energy and that, and just having balance and feeling like at peace. And I feel like when I look around, things will look a little different. They'll look a little more appealing if I can do these things. And they all ultimately reach, and there's all these arrows, the one goal. And I think that if what this cycle, if I focus on this, which is just finishing what I start and focusing on the clarity of my goal and really lasering in on what the long-term goal is, and just removing any kind of comfort that I have. And like, sometimes it's easy to be like, there's my long-term goal, but short-term, I could just do this and then that would be done and I can feel comfortable, but nothing's ever changing. It's not really propelling me into where I actually want to be. It's just, I just remain comfortable. I remain safe. So I think that if I do that this cycle and I just kind of flow and keep balance and keep everything really appealing and nice, but still keep moving forward and like move out of these comfort zones at the same time, I think that it will just really take me to the next place where I need to be, the next step that I need to take to reach that long-term goal.
Right.
Yes. So that's my intention work tonight.
Well,
what about you?
I can really see that intention work is going to come to fruition. I already know the things you're thinking about. I already know the work you're doing. I already know what your focus is. And with that energy of those Libran scales, you are on the right path. Let me tell you. Just work that energy. It's there. So I know I was really forthright when I was reading my gratitude list. I'm going to be a little bit more mysterious here with my intent. But I'm going to write, I will see the path I seek, and I will weigh the scales before selling. That is my intention. I will weigh them scales before selling. I feel like I have a lot of work to do during shadow season right now. I feel like it is constant for me. I feel in a good way. I'm not saying I feel like super confronted by my shadow all the time, but I'm feeling very compelled to do a lot of inner work right now, and I feel like I'm always confronted by maybe like questions that sound like, what's next? What direction are you heading? Where are you going? What's going on? And I just find that from everyone, everywhere I look. And
Yeah.
I feel like I sort of know the answer to those questions, and it's yet I'm a little afraid, or I'm not taking those steps. So I will weigh those scales, weigh them scales. And by the time we get to Scorpio season, when we are at that full Hunter's Moon, when we are celebrating Samhain and the New Year, let me tell you, I'm going to have all different types of questions and energy by then, because I am on my way. I know you're smiling because you know.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Yes. So much to come. I'm excited, and I'm excited for Samhain.
Yeah.
Just like a good party.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, now it's time to destroy our intentions.
It sure is. One more thing before we do that, I was thinking about tools and stuff. I know we spoke about different oils and stuff like that. And one of the things that was coming up was the archetype of the crone. And I thought,
this.
yeah, I thought this was good. I thought this was interesting. So I was thinking about the crone. I'm thinking about this energy of Libra and like the work within that stuff and like how to go about this work. So I was thinking of the crone archetype and the idea of like slowing down, digging deep to reach that self-alignment, self-awareness, and that peace, right? So like the crone and the idea of like a shift, making a shift, changing into what you need to bring the pieces together to make whole of your intentions and therefore creating harmony, right? So I feel like although like the Libra energy that like, Libras love to be loved and love to love also, but they love to be loved as well. A crone really could care less about what you think of them, and they care more about existing within their purpose and breaking down whatever needs to be broken in order to build and morph and shape shift into what's needed, right? So I really feel like I want to call in some crone energy and just really like focus on that archetype. And balance it out with some Libra and like be pretty still, but
Do you remember that time when I told you that you can be the crone and I will be the maiden?
Yeah. Fine. So good. I'm switching over my clothes soon and I'm going to be wearing all my heavy knits again.
It's time to get out the cloaks instead of the mesh.
That's right. Crown season, baby. I'm morphing.
Down for it. I love shadow season. One of my favorite times of year.
Same.
And yeah, I am really looking forward to celebrating Samhain with you. I feel like we have some real good work to be done.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It's
It's good. Okay, so time to destroy our intentions in our books. So, I promised you guys a really great story. So, as you guys know, we have really good friends down in the Yucatan, and they're a part of the Haven Project brought to you by Amara. And we went down to their property. We were in the jungle with them. We were seeing the houses they were building and their beautiful property that was all there. And you know how depending on where you go in the world, or even just backyard to backyard, there are different invasive species that exist everywhere. And on the property where they're building the Haven project, everywhere we pointed, she was like, "Oh, that's vanilla. Oh, that's vanilla too. Oh, that's mine vanilla." It's like it is plentiful on her property where they are building this project. And we kept going into these stores even when Candice and I were together on Isla Mujeres and all the different places we went. And we kept thinking, I was like, oh man, I really wish, maybe I should get some more vanilla. Maybe I should get some more vanilla. But we, at the time, only had like small little beach bags. And like I was wearing like, I'm not sure you could classify it as shorts with pockets. I didn't really have a place to carry stuff. Anyway, right as we were leaving Mexico, we were going through the store. And Candice is like, oh my gosh, is this real vanilla? And it was like Mayan vanilla for an incredibly good price. We ended up getting a whole bunch of these vanillas. Like everyone we were with got vanilla. And I have some here. And because vanilla is one of the sacred things for the new moon for Libra, I'm straight up doing the work with this Mayan vanilla.
Beautiful.
As we hear you like chopping sushi.
I'm just taking some of my herbs from here and just getting her in there. Getting her right in there.
In there, right and good.
Right and good. I better open some of my vanilla here.
Oh, it smells so good though. Oh, wow. Got a little bit of rosemary leaves here again. Been working with rosemary a lot this year. That's been something that's come up a lot over the course of the year for all of us.
Yeah. I feel like rosemary is such a good one. It's you can use it for almost anything, you know what I mean? Like when in doubt, if you don't have any other tools, but you happen to have some rosemary in your cupboard, you can pretty much substitute anything with some rosemary.
Yeah. Still also a big fan of bay. Again, we implore you, if you guys know where to get bay trees, help us out.
Mm-hmm.
I do love me some bay.
I have some rosemary from my garden.
Yep.
Some lavender from my garden.
Awesome.
Some basil. Putting it all. I like to put as much as I can from my garden into it. Maybe we're gonna put some lemongrass.
Lemongrass or sweetgrass?
This is lemongrass.
Nice. Looks good.
And
all right. And of course, make sure right before you finish, you exhale, add a little bit of breath to that page. Make sure that you have that little bit of your life force on these intentions, and you have an entire lunar cycle to work on getting these intentions done. Rosemary. I'm here for it. Make me a cocktail. All right. So, guys, we really want to thank you for being here to do our intention work with us. We have our candle right here, all carved in with our beautiful Libran symbol. So we're excited about that. Candice, you know, on this candle, it's almost been an entire wheel of the year now.
I know.
Yeah.
I was just showing everyone the symbol if they want to quickly write it in their books.
If you want to put that on top, if you would like to jump on in there and carve that on in. But it has been a wild year for Arcana Mind, Body, Spirit, and we have so much coming your way. We're super excited about it.
Right? I mean, this is almost the end of Conscious Co-Creation. I mean, it's obviously up on YouTube, so anyone can go back and start from the beginning. Yeah. So excited for the next
yeah, so we've started talking about it for next year, and we're super pumped about it. We're really looking forward to our next year's curriculum, which is going to be great. And just while we're at that, I know we're talking about YouTube right now. I can see that in YouTube right now, we have people from Peru, we have people from Italy, and we have people from Australia all watching us right now. So we need to shout out to our family from all over the world. I love that Arcana is such a global community. And over the course of the next year, one of the things that we're really looking forward to doing is reaching out and getting to know some of you in your sacred spaces. We'd love to see the different things that are beautiful for you, the place that you find magical and inspiring around the world. Oh, hello, Riley. Nice to see you this evening. So it would be really awesome. We just got to spend some time down in Mexico. I was down there doing some work, and while down there, we got to spend some time with some incredible healers. We got to go to some amazing temples and do some really good hands-on work. And we really look forward to doing that in all different types of sacred spaces around the world together. And as we talk about our fun little videos that are coming up, as some of you may have seen for the first time, I've lost a few feet of hair. And they actually came off in a Mayan ceremony, and we're going to be posting a video of how I lost my hair. So I'm really looking forward to that. You guys are really going to love that video. It's really great. We'll be talking about the 5 things that we learned from the Yucatan Peninsula. We're really looking forward to that. We have a video on Ixchel and the Moon Temple on Isla Mujeres. That's an awesome one. And then we actually interviewed a bunch of different healers that we spent time in, sat in circle and practice with. So, Candice, out of all of those videos, like, which ones really stand out now that we're a little bit further away from Mexico now?
I really am excited to show the video of the Goddess Temple.
Yeah,
I'm super excited to show everyone the Temazcal ritual that we did and our experience with that. It was so amazing. I feel like those few days were so fantastic. I feel like those really stand out to me as being really pinnacle moments for us and myself as well as an individual, but for us together. And I'm really, really excited about those videos. Like, so many things came from that.
Yes.
So, like, it's not just that. It's just not just the Goddess Temple, but like our journey getting there and everything that happened that way, and the Temazcal and what we did when we were there, what we learned there. And it was very interesting, even just like calling the 4 corners with this person and learning. And it was different than what we normally do. And just that in itself and how it connected. And there was such a beautiful, really strong and important female empowerment and energy and history that was really, really amazing. And I felt really, really great just being part of that and in that space. So we're super excited to share that with everybody.
I feel the same way. I can't wait. And then for you guys to see our Maybon video is going to be pretty awesome too. That's coming out.
Yeah.
Our work for our different solar signs, our sun signs we've been doing all year. So, and as you guys will be seeing very shortly, we have our tarot series coming out. So we have so much on the go. Leave a comment below if you guys would be really interested in seeing, we've done the sun signs, we've done the moon signs. Would you guys like to see the rising signs? I feel like if there's need for that, we would love to get on top of that if that's something that you guys would like. I think it would be fun over the course of our lifetime in Arcana. It would be really great to do a whole series of astrological videos that we'll have maybe after rising signs. We'll do Venuses, and then
I think people would love to do Venuses. Just love. Who doesn't want to know about love, or like Mars, and like those passionate ones, or look at where money is, finance, career.
So, anyways, leave a comment below. We'd love to see if that's something you're interested in. We'd love that. I guess besides that, the next time you'll be seeing us live is going to be for the full moon. And let me tell you, Hunter's Moon, oof. This is when, like, the real, like, that veil thins. It becomes like, if there's any time of the year that's spooky, it is right at that hunter's moon. I love that energy. I'm like ready to walk with my lantern into the forest.
I'm so ready. This is my candle holder right now. It's a mummy's hand.
Candice
This is what
so
holds my candle.
so
I put out Halloween decorations with my daughter, and then realized that I just made my apartment cluttery, and that my apartment already is a Halloween decoration. I'm like, oh, let me move the candlesticks that are covered in melted wax that happen to be orange and black. Big giant candlesticks with wax everywhere. I'm like, oh, I better chisel that off.
As you describe your home, we just got over, what is it, the love emoji? We just got over 100 of them as you were just showing that. We got 113.
Yay! I also have skeletons that do yoga. I have little tiny skeletons that do yoga. They're super cute.
Like all year long. You have those.
Well, I mean, I got them early. They've been out for a while. I mean, I have bones that sit beside my television. This is like...
Yes. Not fake bones. Bones.
Real bones. We do real bones here. Yes, that's an animal's spine.
Next to the TV. Welcome home.
That's right.
All right. Okay, so before we scare the rest of our viewers off, it is time for us to bid you all adieu, friends. I hope this has been a really awesome cycle for you. I wish you all the best of intentions. I hope that all of you can really stay true to some of the intentions that you set. And if you guys need any accountability, please feel free to reach out to Arcana Mind Body Spirit. We would love to help push you guys to get to your highest good on your most optimal timeline. Of course, in the course of divine timing.
Absolutely. Well, sweet dreams and get spooky because it's the season.
It's going to be Hunter's Moon soon. Ah! Much love.
Much love, Soul Circle.
Namaste. Namaste, Soul Circle. My name is Stephen Michael James. I've done a lot of different modalities so far in my life, and I love integrating them all into medicine that helps serve people get to their highest good.
I'm Candice. I've always felt the pull towards the metaphysicals and the energies of the people around me. Through my journey of self-growth and self-love, I came to understand that I'm actually an empath and a healer by nature.
I'm a certified Reiki master, a spiritual Lifepath coach. I'm also a master crystal healer too.
Integrating my experiences as a support worker, a mother, a woman of color, and with my degree in behavioral sciences.
I was a